Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm back with a flawless base routine for you guys. Right? If you have marks on your skin like acne marks and anything, and if you belong from a dry skin family, then this video is just perfect for you, because unlike other people, I have very dry skin. It doesn't look like that, but I have very dry skin, and once or twice a year I get hormonal breakout all over my face. Like, not all over, this area of the face, very typical hormonal breakout situation. And what does that do to your skin? It leaves mark all over the face. Now, unlike many people, I scar very easily. Even if I get a small pimple, like not hormonal breakout, just a small normal regular pimple, I'll scar, just like a mark here. I scar so easily, and that's the result. This is the result. Now I know this is not very much compared to other people. This is very mild, but yet I feel very self-conscious going out with a bare face into the public. I know we shouldn't feel that, but yeah, I won't be wasting your any further time. And if you want to know how I create a flawless full coverage base routine for dry acne prone skin, then please keep watching. And yes, it is mask proof too. Yes. Now, first of all, skincare is very important. You cannot just directly jump into your makeup unless and until you do your skincare routine very nicely. If you are a dry skin person, you need a very emollient, very strong moisturizer, be it for your daytime or nighttime. And in the daytime, you need to follow it up with your sunscreen. Now, I will be showing you what are my skincare routine for the morning time. It deals with my scarring. It helps me to prevent all the acne marks. I start off with this. This is Dr. Said Vitamin C 20%. I follow it up with a moisturizer. This is oil-free moisturizer, but it does have niacinamide in it, 3% I guess, and that's 3 or 5% I guess, and that's the reason I use it. This is Plum's oil, and I just love this stuff. I just take 2 to 3 drops on my palm, rub it in between, and put it all over my skin, and it helps in giving a moisture boost to my face. It gives a beautiful glow to my face, so that's the reason I love it. And in the morning time, I top it off with a sunscreen, and this is the sunscreen which I'm currently using and loving, like loving. This is Forest Essential SPF 50 PA++ sunscreen. And guys, if you belong from a dry skin family, I vouch for this product. You're gonna love it. Even if you're from an oily skin family but you need a glow in your face, this is a perfect moisturizer. It does not leave a white cast behind. It's a very beautiful dewy finish. It hydrates my skin very beautifully, and that's the reason I'm loving it currently. I just love it, and it acts as a beautiful primer. After I'm done with my sunscreen, I go with a primer. Now this is the primer I use. It's a pore smoothing primer. I'm taking the smallest amount, like you can see, like it's the smallest amount. I use this because though I belong from a dry skin family, I do suffer from smoothness, like the acne scars leave behind the bumpiness, but this does smooth out your pores and fill out your pores and smoothen out your skin. So I'm putting it just right here where I have some pore issue. It is not necessary. If you don't have pore issue, you don't have to use it. So yeah, I'm just using it here. And once I'm done with that, I'll give it a minute or 2 to settle down in my skin. My secret for a very non-cakey, flawless but full coverage base is that I start off with a concealer, because once I use a very high coverage concealer, I feel that I don't have to use much foundation. So that's the reason I use a full coverage or a medium to full coverage buildable concealer, and this is the concealer I use. I'll put it over the area where I have marks, like over the mask and under my eyes. Now you need to work in thin layer. Now I'll blend out my under eye area, but all of the face, like on the acne marks where I have laid down the concealer, I let that concealer rest a little bit, because what does that do is increase the coverage of the concealer, and that is what exactly we need right now. You need to use a sponge. I'm using a sponge to blend out the concealer under my eyes and this part of the face where I don't have marks. Oh, the marks are very negligible, even if it shows through, I don't mind. So yeah, I'll just blend it. And then you can take either a concealer brush or you can take a foundation brush like this to blend out the concealer. Yeah, but if you're going out, if in your area still the pubs are open, and if you would like to go out, or for any reason you just want a full coverage, you do you, boo. Who is stopping you? Like for any reason you want a little more coverage, then this is my trick for you. Now use a high coverage foundation, and today I'm using this is Maybelline Super Stay Full Coverage Foundation, and I'm in the shade 120 Classic Ivory, I guess. So yeah, I'm taking a very little amount. You will see, like this is the amount I'm using. This is not even a full pump. This is very little. So I will be using that, and I will be laying down just over the place I have acne marks, or I want a little more coverage, and I will be blending that out. Now mind you, this is a very matte foundation. Now you ask me, why Abhishekta, why are you using a matte foundation when you are saying that you have a dry skin? Now listen, you can make any product work by manipulating it. Now if you put a very hydrating veil underneath this foundation will appear glowy. Now if you put a very mattifying primer under a very glowy foundation, it will give you a very satin matte finish. So yeah, that is that. Now I still have some acne marks which is peeking through. I will be just boop 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 boop. Like yeah, this is tan baby, and I'll let that sit, or I'll take my sponge and I will just blending that out. For my eyes, I like a little more brightness, so I'm using this Flower Beauty concealer, and this is in the shade Fair 01. Yeah, it's very light, but I like it. I like a brighter under eye. You do you. If you don't like brighter under eye, then it's totally fine, baby. You don't have to do this step. Again, take my sponge. What I'll do is lay down a layer of cream blush, and this is the blush I'm currently loving or dying over. This is from Flower Beauty. This is Color Bomb color. I don't know. I will be leaving everything in the description box below, so check out the name. This is in the shade Melon, and this is another shade which I have. This is Cinnamon Crush. I'm in a mood of using melon today, so yeah, I will be using melon. And here's my doggy. Hi, baby. Yeah. Say hi. 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 No hi. No hi. No hi. Okay. Bye. And to blend it out, I will be using a stippling brush. So use according to your preference. I like blushy blush, so I will be using a little more, and I will be placing my blush in this way so it uplifts or lifts your face. And if some of the marks are peeking through, don't worry, we will be covering them up more. Thoda sa on nose. So let's contour my nose. If you have a good nose, then you don't need to contour, but I have a poor nose, so I like contouring. Two different powder, one is matte and another is kind of a glowy, but still it sets your makeup. Under my eyes I will be using this powder from K Beauty. This is their matte compact and it looks like this. As you can see, I have hit pan on this and I love this powder very much. This is in the shade 110 light. I think it's a lighter shade and I will be laying down this under my eyes. Before doing this step, make sure that you don't have any creasing under your eyes. Just with the help of your sponge or with your fingers, just dab out the creases if you have got any, like so, and you are good to go and set your under eyes. If you won't smoothen out your creases, then you will be setting in the creases. So yeah, nobody wants that. Done. And for the rest of my face, I will be using this beautiful powder. This is my holy grail powder. I love this powder so much because it has such a beautiful finish. It's not at all matte. It has a beautiful sheen to it. No glitter particles, but a beautiful sheen. It does set your makeup but does not make you look cakey. Back mineralized lightening powder, and I am in the shade 03 Sand, and I will be using this with a very dense brush. The K Beauty powder I used with the fluffy brush, as you can see, tapered fluffy brush, but for this step I will be using a very dense brush so this can pack on the product. Now this powder has a little bit coverage to it, more than the K Beauty one. The K Beauty one claims to be a full coverage foundation, but don't get deceived. That's a beautiful powder, but it does not have any coverage to it. It's a very sheer powder, whereas this powder has some level of coverage to it, and therefore I love it. Once I'm done with the powder and all, I'll go again with my concealer and I'll see if there are any places which need a little more help. So, and another thing about this powder is you can blend cream products over this, and that's the reason I love it. Over K Beauty I'm not able to do that, but yeah, now set that again. I will be removing this patchy area. Now I want to look a little more glowy, and for that what I will be using is this. This is the Milani Paint Blush and this is in the shade Luminoso. I will be applying this only over this area. Like, I will be not pulling my blush here, but I will be laying down over this area, as you can see, and pulling this thoda sa upar. This will give me, because it's a more glowy blush, it will help me glow to the corners. And I'm not putting it on the apples of my cheeks because I have thoda sa large pore over that. But if you don't have, you can obviously lead over that. But as I have thoda sa pore problem over that, so I will be just using it, and anything left on my brush I will be just doing like this, and I'm done with my blush. This is a Swiss Beauty highlighter. This is the baked one, I guess. This is Champagne 01, sorry, it's 01. And now with the help of a sponge, I will be this, and here you have it. Your face is done, set, glowy, hydrated, mask proof and everything good. Let me get ready, and I will be back to show you the full look with the eyes and the lips. Then you can. Here is the finish. So here is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoy it. I will give you a little close up to the look so you can see how the base looks from a very close distance. So you can see. As you can see, the skin looks like skin, and you can lower the coverage, increase the coverage, whatever. These are only the steps which are there to help you out. So that's it for today, guys. I really hope the video was helpful for you, and if it was, then please leave a comment down below. You can even leave any kind of suggestion, or if you want to see any kind of video from me, then please leave a comment below, and I would love to do that for you guys. And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload. With that, I'll see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye.